Oh look, there's up 20. Oh, that was quicker. That was quicker. Glad I kept it recording. Ninth. And there was definite improvement to be had there as well. Okay guys, it's Neil here. You're going to join me on F1 2019. As per usual, my quest to be as good as the guys to try and qualify for the Pro Draft 2020. So what I need to do is just get quick enough from relative noob. I'm not going to say completely noob because I'm driving with no assists on, but I'm basically going to do lots of these videos to try and improve my skills to get to the level where I can actually compete with those young guns out there, to try and get to the level whereby I'm good enough to actually do the qualifiers and get somewhere near the top. And if I'm good enough, reach to the Pro Draft 2020. Now I will be the oldest probably by well, twofold actually, because they all look like proper whippersnappers. So let's go with the old Red Bull Racing, always in my blood. Let's just do a Grand Prix, shall we? A shortened one, so it's not too boring. Round somewhere that I know. Now, you know what? Because it's the first race of the season, Australia is always one that when you flick the game on every now and again, when you get a chance to play on it, being a dad, Australia is always where you start with. So I'm relatively competent. I'm driving with no assists. Classic race type, single class, multi-class, single class, hopefully. No practice, one shot qualifying, short 15, full 80 minute, that's not short, is it? Okay, let's do a one shot qualifying, no formation lap, race distance 5 laps, so it's not too dull, and AI driver, let's pump this up, because I like a bit of a challenge. Got hard, expert into the 80, I think 100%, and then you got 110%, which is what the guys on the Pro Draft race against. I don't think I'm quite there. Let's go for 80% AI driver rate level, and that's expert. Okay, let's start the session there. I've no clue how this is going to turn out. I don't even know if there's any damage on now. I've got no microphone on. It might be a bit echoey. In fact, yes, it might be. You still get the game sound, so that's all right. So I've got no assists apart from, hopefully it will show me the racing line. In fact, I probably don't need that around Australia. So I might be able to tweak the options to turn that off as well. So there's no traction control, no ABS or braking, no stability control, none of that. But just by my talent and my guile. So like I said, I'm not a noob, but I'm certainly nowhere near competing with the big guns and with the esports level. Absolutely nowhere near. And I don't know if you've caught up with my other 2 videos, but I really am starting this challenge from a really low level. It's nice scenery. In fact, all the times I went to Melbourne with Red Bull Racing, while I was on the race team, I never realised there was a lake in the middle. That's how little we get to see of the track. It's airports, hotels, and track, as in the pit lane. That's about all you see. Yeah, so I never even knew that there was a lake in the middle. So there we go. But it is Albert Park, which is a really nice place. First year I went there, I actually got the flu and ended up missing the race day and having an injection up my backside by an Australian doctor, and ended up sleeping it off. But there, I was so sick. So let's have a look. Tyre select, blah blah blah. Just want some tyres on there, so that's good. Setup will just stick to as it is. It's a balanced setup. Increased top speed. Let's go with increased top speed, so it'll be a little bit more skittish with lower downforce, but I'm not going to go for maximum top speed. Like I said, I have no idea how this is going to go as far as competition is concerned at that AI driver level of 80%. What's the only other thing is assists. I don't know if we can tweak the assists to get rid of that, like recommended drive. Oh no, I can't. I'm straight in. There we go. And nothing's working as usual. The old power cycle trick. Believe it or not, that was the biggest tool in our arsenal when I was a systems engineer, on how we could fix an F1 car to the tune of £1.2 million or whatever the car was worth. And it was affectionately, well, in fact, technically termed the power cycle, but it was basically, if you ever requested a power cycle, it was to get it turned off and on again. You wouldn't believe how many times that actually fixed the problems that you were having with the car. Whether it was communication issues or whether it was just functionality issues or sensor issues. Let's restart that session. Oh yeah, there we go. So we've still got the assisted. We've got a suggested line, which is probably not a bad idea. We're in a Red Bull 2010. That's the year I left, actually. Oh, here we go. Really slow right left here, and then get on the power. And this is almost like a flat right-hander. Although I haven't actually used this car, I need to remember to change gear because I'm on manual gears. This is not as slow as it looks. Fourth gear corner, then up round this really long right-hander. It's lower. Seems like lower heavy, so I keep forgetting to change gear. On the power. Yeah, I really keep changing far too late. It's like, just, yeah. Oh, I was a bit slow around there. This has got tons of grip actually, considering what I've been using to drive recently. This has just got loads and loads of grip. So I could probably just add oodles of time, oodles, what a word, to this, had it not been a one-shot qualifier. But never mind, and keep up the pace in the race. Always keen to get on the power too early there and just understeer off, which he wants to do, but saved it off the wall. Crikey, that's just over a bit too soon. Whew. I didn't even have any check speedway. Should be speed whack. I'll have changed that. 19th position. Fantastic. Wow. So there we go. An 80% expert driver mode. And what time do we are? So 26.8 was the pole time, and I'm a very stationary 29.9. So 3.1 seconds slower. You know, actually, I could shave a good couple of seconds off my time quite easily. But it means I'm going to quit to main menu. No, on advance. So I have to do a bit of work from the back of the grid, but it means that I hopefully miss the carnage at the first. And that's the worst bit, is the first corner. Is just ended up like noob mode and just braking where you think you're going to brake in a race, but it's just going to be a bit slower anyway. Everyone's going to be fat on fuel and have a full load of fuel, so just need to bear that in mind and just take it a little bit easier, get through that first right and left, and then start hopefully picking people off.
The crowd are here and they're here in numbers for the first race of the
I did know that there was the sea by Melbourne, but I certainly didn't realise that there was that boating lake. Oh. On the grid, there we go. So actually, look at this. This used to be my job. I started as a mechanic in F1, well, in all the different race formulas, and one of these guys talking to the race engineer there, I used to be probably the guy that you can't see the head of on the left there, who would do all the system stuff on the laptop at the grid. So let's start this race. Now what's it going to ask of me? Clutch, brake. We're in first gear. Okay, so let's just hold it in nominal throttle so I don't spin them up too much. Wow, what a prat. There we go, that's what happens when you think you've got grip. Should we restart that? So I'm learning this car. I've never driven a 2010 Red Bull. So I guess I'm learning as we go, as with everything. Every day's a school day is a saying of mine. That felt stationary. So just got to choose my braking point and not slam into the field in front of me. I can't even see my mirrors. But I am dead last. So, okay. Whoa, everyone's braking early there. Just gotta be patient, gotta be patient, gotta be patient. Just need to get into the groove, really. Got the Renault's in front of us, I think. Bit of a short shift out there, just to stop spinning the wheels up. Because ideally, you don't want to be accelerating in low gear whilst a bit of steering locks, because that's just an invitation to lose the back end. Oh, and there goes the cone. Right, let's try and see if I can get into that groove to start catching these guys up. Let's go for fourth gear. Turning a bit, coming a bit hot, fourth gear. This next one's a quick dab on the brakes and then turn in and then accelerate through. So close to the wall there, makes me cringe. It's a bit of a pain with that microphone today, so you're going to get quite a bit of surrounding noise and probably creaks from my steering wheel assembly, so I do apologise for that. Let's hold that flat. Oh, beautiful. I wonder if I can outbrake this Renault. Boom, maybe not. Oh, that was an awful attempt at an overtake. I feel like my eyes are on, like, you know, down a couple of gears, in, flat out around there. When it gets away from you around that bend, it really does. You're straight in the boonies. Whoa! What a rookie error! Damn. Yeah, went down an extra gear, then booted it, and then spun around. So that was just pure idiocy. And then just outbrake myself like a brat. Oh well. And again, like back end is just gone. Oh, come on, Neil. Calm down, into the groove. What a place to start. Third gear. Just getting far too impatient and wanting to just mash the throttle and catch up the guys in front. That's almost worse. If I had nobody in front of me, I'd get into that nice groove where you're just notching down the times, going, oh, I can go a bit quicker here, a bit quicker there. I've got to think about tyre dead as we go, because once you've spun up those rear wheels and done and spun, they just become overheated straight away, and you lose grip until they can actually cool down a little bit. So it's like you can't even push straight away once you've spun and you've got dirt on your tyres and all sorts. So, oh, come on, massively off the pace now. Fourth gear, turn in. I don't think I'm taking that corner properly. Not like wide enough out. Third gear, too hot again. Ah, what a dumbass. What a dumbass. Turn in. Let's wind the old mixture up a little bit. That's better. I felt a bit better. You still go quicker around there actually. Let's only go down 3 gears. That's dab the brakes in, on the gas. There we go. And then hard turn. Try not to turn whilst braking, because that is a recipe for disaster. Whoa! Too much curve, too much curve. I feel like I'm making a bit of headway there as well. There we go. Smooth up. I tell you what, one thing is you need to be smooth, and that's really difficult to do. not too hot into there. Oh my good work, I'm done. Quick as that. Whoa! Drop a wheel on the grass under braking. That's the best thing to do if you're a rally driver, but I'm not. Come on, concentrate. That was far too low. Down too many gears. Right. Third gear, but be patient to get on the gas there. Oh, that was just wasted speed. Every time you touch that limiter, it's just wasted. We'll have a good short shift. But let's not take too much curve there on the inside. And I am nowhere. That absolutely died, Neil. A phenomenal 20th place, I think. So what we learned from this? 80% level expert is pretty darn hard. Number 2, Neil is still fairly incompetent. And all over the place. But can catch a bit of oversteer. 0.3. .5 seconds. I could take that so much quicker if I actually had my head screwed on and got the right line. Because I don't want to force the car into a line that it's just, wow, a bit of drifting. Okay, 0.3 or 4. Neil can drift. F1 cars don't like drifting. Wow, a massive 19th to 20th for a slapping. I might have to try that one again just to see if I can improve, but that was absolutely dire. Nope, not on that one. But not me. Let's restart that session, I think. Alan Forrest won that victoriously. Neil, however, did not. Oh, we're not even, okay. Parc Ferme, I can't even change the setups in Parc Ferme. So I'm not even doing qualifying. This is a bit disappointing. Never mind, so we're still 19th. Let's try and do a bit of a better effort this time round. I can't guarantee it though. Let's rich, because we're never going to use that lap of fuel. Let the tyres spin up, then get on the power gradually. Let's add no steering lock to it as well, so hopefully it won't turn me around. So it didn't, so that's good. Beware of people braking in front of me. Okay, we're still in the mix. Still in 20th. Wow, power oversteer there. I'm still 20th. Wonderful! Okay, that wasn't ideal, but it got me a few places. Okay, so it does appear that I'm not brave enough. Oh, no! Whew. Some opposite lock going on there. Back in 20th, wonderful. So I need to attack more, which is what we're saying, isn't it? Bit of Robbins racing. Days of Thunder, oh yeah. I didn't hear what my engine told me then. Meh. Come on, we can do this. Let's take those Renaults. I'm getting away from you though. I'll tell you what, maybe I've got a bit too much downforce going on, which means I'm slower on the straights. No DRS to help me here. Late lunge? Yes. Oh, easy. Check your mirrors. Oh yeah, okay, you're still grappling. You're not loving that. Short shift that, let's go. Okay. So, we nobbled Tremblay. But he wasn't, you know what, he should have, after that first tangle, he should have really backed off, because I had a couple of wheels in front of him there. So it was my position. But no, decided to, en français, tangle. I'm only saying that because he's in a Renault. Right, let's go for his teammate. Someone get the phone? It's a funny story that actually, the amount of drivers in, not in F1, but in some of the junior formulas that actually went racing and forgot they had their phones in their pockets was quite amusing. I won't name any names, because they're probably in F1 now. So Murray, yeah, so I just haven't got the straight line speed. And I haven't got the ability to nail him in the corners either, so a bit of a tough one, because I could knock some downforce off the car. I can't now, ahead of qualifying, but you need the expertise to be able to kind of catch the moments that you get, because you haven't got the downforce on the bends. So that's racing for you. If it'd be easy, everyone would be doing it. Short shift, there we go. Love a short shift. Second lap over the car behind, which means I should be gaining on the cars in front. I think I am a little bit. That pulls some funny faces. I'm very much a victim of braking too hard into a corner, going around it and then accelerating out, when you're supposed to kind of not brake too hard but carry more speed into the bend, then accelerate out of it. It's all too easy to just nail the brakes and almost come to a stop, go around the corner, then go again, and that's where you lose so much time. Quick down 2 gears, it's almost like a lift and then straight bang on the throttle, but you need to have confidence to do that. But this is good because I'm actually gaining on the Renault in front of me. But once you start getting stuck under their, their diffuser, that's when your braking changes and the grip on the front of the car that you have changes. So I'm not that good, see? So as soon as you turn in, you get near the car in front of it, all your air is just gone, all of your air that's forcing down your front wing is gone, and all of a sudden you have no, in fact I'm lying because, well, that is true, but I just got on the throttle too hard and spun it round. But as soon as you get duck under the car in front, your downforce on the front of your car just goes. And you understeer. Oh, actually, that's what happened there. You just understeer. That's really good. I'm gonna have to join there, aren't I? It's hard joining right where you need to brake. Of course, I can modulate the throttle. Let's be sensible here. I don't need to just mash the throttle pedal. So, but in my keenness to just want to get the power down and just get close to that car in front, it's so tempting just to accelerate out. Now, I'm sorry there's no video yesterday. I had a steroid injection in my left ankle, and I had to rest it for 2 days. It did feel a bit gammy yesterday, so I couldn't really do anything. You know what, I'm catching these guys up. There'll be no potential to overtake. At least on this next section, it's far too fast. Yeah, that's it. down, dab, in, on the throttle. There we go. If I can just not spin and kill it. Oh man, I was doing so well. I was just getting a better traction out there. See, yeah, I'm just gonna have to join in. I did so well around that bend. Let's see if I can repeat it or not. I just banged the wall. Yeah, just completely lost it. If only, I can't remember what game it was, in Drift or Cars, where it actually gradually puts you back in to rejoin the race, like almost slowly so you can catch your bearings, whereas this just launches you in and almost no time to think. Stick a nose down the Renault, let them know I'm there. Or if the AI is anything that I've experienced so far, they don't give a damn, so. Yeah, they're still just pulling away on the straight. Ooh. So slow around there, so slow around there. I'm going to concentrate. Oh, that was close. It's dropping a wheel off. I'm going to hound him. I'm going to hound him into this next bend. No, he's still pulling away from him. So disappointing. Only opportunity I'm going to have, just go in. Only opportunity I'll have is by getting some better traction out of this corner without spinning. So down a gear, in. Oh, too hot, too hot, too hot. Oh, just held it together. No, I've not got the extra traction out the corner. That could be a late lunge. My target was the Renaults. Sorry. Ooh, no, 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 oh, it's coming back at me. How utterly disappointing. Let's take it back a bit. See, if I go around this corner, around about there, I can just get a little bit. And I was a bit optimistic. That was far too optimistic. Ooh, there you go, you tell him. Robin's racing. Murray. Get a bit defensive down here. Well, there we go. One position up from qualifying. Take care of the car on the way in. There can't be much left of it. So there we go, folks. There must be a bit of a workout in that as well. So I'm going to have to go a long way to be at the top there. A long, long way. Once you qualify, and that's it. If I repeated the qualifying now, I'm pretty sure that I'd qualify a lot better up. So what I might do is just rerun that qualifying, not do the race again, just to see how far I have come from the start. Let's advance to now. So let's see how that goes for me. So let's just repeat the qualifying one lap shot, see how quick I am. So I qualified 19th the first time around, 2 races down. Let's now go back, going from like not driven the Red Bull, that circuit, to doing 10 laps, 11 if you count the first qualifying. So let's single class one shot qualifying. We'll keep the setup as it was, which was not balanced. It was just one notch into straight line speed, and see if I've changed qualifying position, and that'll translate, because I actually managed to keep my position. Yes, I managed to I dropped back one, and then I overtook him and overtook the next one. It was a last ditch attempt, probably a little bit dirty there. You can't get away with that in esports. I'd have been disqualified. So, but if I'd qualified further up the grid and known what I know now with the change of the setup, I would have gone way more top speed orientated and just got around that corner as I could. So let's choose the car setup. We went for increased top speed, step 1. I probably would have gone maximum top speed, judging by how they were creeping away from me. And let's see how this one-shot qualifying goes. I'm assuming so my fuel set up its max. Oh, still absolutely dire when it just throws you in. One shot's obviously not for me. Let's see if I can crawl it back. Max attack. And already, wow. Yeah, let's restart that session because that's bonkers. And I clearly haven't learnt much at all. Go to track. So the fuel settings on max, let's just concentrate on driving. So it just goes to show how much it throws you out. Slowed down far too much there, I'm almost like too cautious. Okay, not to worry, not to worry. Into second gear, locking up. Let's be a bit patient on the pace here. Quick short shift up, back off around here, then just concentrate on getting some wall damage done. Yeah, let's do that. Let's not completely restart. Too much curve, spat me out. Oh man, be lucky if I make the qualifying. Too much curve on the exit there, just spat me out into the wall, didn't it? So let's flat out there after rubbing that wall. And fourth in, try and take a bit more curve than I normally do on there. Still feels so slow. Too wide there, just wants to get away from you. God, I'm going to be worse. I'll be like 20th, I think. Relatively pleased with that. Relatively pleased with that. I'm 7th. I'm going to notch it down to 4th. Got sticky rubber, so hopefully that would have dabbed the brakes in, down gear. Let's not go too late here, up a gear, because you don't want to be first. See, already just wants to spin up on acceleration. Okay, let's see where that got me, folks. But that just felt so slow again. It's like I've got to get into that rhythm. One shot qualifying may not be for me. Drum roll. I thought it would tell me what the results were. Maybe I was a bit impatient. 14th, 15th, 16th. 20th, that is absolutely, 136. So I was actually 29.9 I got. So I was like 0.8 of a second slower. That's ridiculous. Oh, there you go, guys. I'm actually going to rattle along, but have another shot at it because I can't believe I'm actually slower. But yeah, so what have you learned from there? That's me doing Australia with the Red Bull 2010. That's actually my 3rd video now, trying to get quicker and quicker. But I don't know, maybe I just get far too carried away because I haven't improved whatsoever there. It's disappointing. So let's try it again. Thanks for watching, guys. Watch out for my next stream. Give it a like and a subscribe if you want to catch my journey to being quick enough to qualify for the pro draft next year. It's a long journey, as I've just proved that. Wow, how poor I am. Maybe talking and driving is not for me either. Who knows? That'll make for a pretty dull channel though, won't it? Don't have a have to hang over and watch this if you don't want to. End of my feed. Mind you, I'm going to keep it recording because if I do post a quick lap, I'm going to need to prove it to you. Oh, that's much better. That's much better. That was much poorer. Don't quite know what happened, it just didn't slow down. Even went down a gear lower as well. Didn't like that, did it? Thought that was too much curve there. Oh look, there's up there 20. Oh, that was quicker. That was quicker. Glad I kept it recording. Ninth. And there was definite improvement to be had there as well. There we go. Happy with that. Chet speed whack. 9th in the 2010 Red Bull RB6. My time to wrap it up now, so I'm not going to do the race. But that just proves that, you know, I can actually get quicker. And how long? I'm like 1.3 seconds slower than pole. And I can definitely see 1.3 seconds left in my lap to be had there. So I'm finishing this on a massive high. I'm quite pleased with that. Yes, definitely quite pleased with that. I can definitely see where I can improve, especially on that first corner, that really quick right and left. In fact, all the way across the lap. I don't think any of it was actually like, yeah, I love that. So, huge amount of improvement. I might even have another go at that tomorrow, see if I can't notch it up to there, onto, you know, closer to the front of the grid, and then have a race to see where we get to. I'm Neil, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to my channel. Hopefully get the microphone tomorrow, because it was probably a bit echoey today. Definitely pleased with that one. Thanks for watching. God, makes you sweat.